It's Madden NFL 24, and we've got a showdown in the AFC East. It's the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets. Coming up next.
Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, a fun matchup in the AFC East, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the New York Jets. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and off we go from MetLife Stadium. On the return is Xavier Gibson. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. Under center is a 6'2", 225-pound signal caller, Aaron Rodgers.
There have been very few quarterbacks in the NFL who have been as consistent throughout their career as Aaron Rodgers. He's been good for so long, and we've seen no decline in his skills. His accuracy and arm strength continue to elevate the talent around him, and his in-game mistakes, few and far between.
He's got a man, complete. He's to the 15, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall, 79 yards. And the Jets get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, one word for that opening play call, and that is aggressive, but it worked. First play from scrimmage, long touchdown pass.
Well, let's be honest about it. In our production meeting last night, we talked about when would the secondary get tested. I did not say that it would get tested on play number 1. I knew as the game went along, they would take their shots, but that, as you said, a bold strike and very successful right out of the gate.
Zerline good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
A Mostert a first down carry, and this will wind up only getting him a couple. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
To his throw, complete there to Smith. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Zone coverage here defensively. They're going to let their tight end run a drag across the field. This is where a linebacker gets forced to pass him off. That time, the receiver gets lost a little bit, and he's able to make the catch and pick up good yardage and a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Hassan Reddick coming through with a stop there and a tackle for loss to boot.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On 2nd down, Mostert. Ooh, with a juke. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. 9 yards on the gain there, and it's going to bring up a tough 3rd and 7.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 19. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Here's Tua. That's going to be caught by Waddle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Well, Brandon, obviously no panic in them. They gave up the touchdown. You know, their defensive side did that. But he's already taken them back downfield. I love this field general that they've got. It's almost like he went to the defensive captain and said, don't worry about it. We've got you.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on 1st and goal. The 1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Now a give to Mostert running right. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
Yeah, they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Dancing to his left. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first.
But nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
Shifts by him. Wow, incredible.
Miss.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4.
Now Rodgers. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Wilson's got it complete. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Now 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Let's go do this thing, baby. Get it.
Third and 2.
Throwing now is Rodgers.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Touchdown, Jets.
Mike Williams.
A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets have taken the lead.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well that they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
So Miami coming out for their second drive.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you've just watched your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, is swapping that onus back and forth.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Looking to pass. Tua.
He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert.
And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 1. They'll give to Hall.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers.
Taking in left side, it's Wilson.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
Hall on a give up the middle.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Rodgers now on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Give to Hall running right.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Rodgers. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
No surprise to see his sideline fired up by that big play. Heck, we're fired up, and we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the first down. When he does something like that, it gets everyone ready to lay it all out there and try and match his intensity.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
Jordan Brooks on the tackle.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Jets go up by 2 touchdowns. CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now 21-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And able to get this out to the 25.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it, and were able to keep the drive moving.
Off of play action. Tagovailoa. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
This is taken at about the 14. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return.
And the Jets will take over. The Jets taking over again. Breece Hall making his way out with the offense.
He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Rodgers going to throw. It's complete to Williams.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
Well, they obviously red man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, and then he curls back inside for the completion.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers.
This one finds Wilson downfield.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Garrett Wilson.
48 yards.
And the Jets take a 3-touchdown lead.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Miami set to take over.
They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
Meanwhile, Tua's throws taken in by Waddle. And Waddle going to have a Dolphins first down as he'll be brought down at the 42-yard line.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Setting to throw on first down is Tua.
He'll get this into the hands of Mostert.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Play it to the wheel straight up.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
From midfield, here's Tua. Over the mid, and it's a fumble.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Jets going to take over now late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now Rodgers.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Rodgers. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Pulled in at the 24. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt, and it'll be Dolphin football.
The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
This is 2nd and 8.
Now Tua. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He was looking for Jalen Waddle there.
And it's 3rd down. Tua going to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
You still hold your breath a little as a defense when Tua gets out of the pocket. You're worried about him scrambling and getting a first down. But there, he made the wise call. If there's nothing downfield, just throw it away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua.
That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Tua, a final shot before half. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
The kick by Sanders is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly. In the first half, we saw some great play from Jets quarterback Aaron Rodgers. He got out to a hot start with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes, threw another for good measure in the second quarter. So he has been on target throughout.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game. Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And you start to think if it's going to happen for these guys, it's got to start with this drive. Down 3 scores, they need to start making some inroads. And that'll help the cause there as they pick up good yardage and a first down.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. Down to about the 22 here.
56 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now 2nd and 3.
Tua sets up to pass it.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Back to the running game with Mostert.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Raheem Mostert.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
This fielded right at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Throwing now is Rodgers.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down.
That is caught.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver.
And it's second down. Here's Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 20-yard line. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Back to the ground with Hall.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and 5. They'll go again with Hall.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. And I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
You'd hate to come all this way on a sustained drive like this and then have to settle for a field goal. So what a nice pickup on third down. And now they're set up with 1st and goal.
They'll run with Hall. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Now Rodgers. That is caught by Williams for a Jets touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Zerline good with a PAT, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Oh, let's turn it up, baby.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
This taken in right around the goal line.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Zerline now for the PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Come on, let's go. Let's dominate this.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
And here comes Raheem Mostert and the Miami offense.
He is hoping to find the end zone for a third time, and we sit now in the third quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Play action. Now it's Tua. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
A first down run there by Mostert as he'll get this forward for a gain of about 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. It's Hill, complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 24-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that, and what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Here's Tua.
He'll hit Mostert again here.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami.
Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Here's Mike Williams now as his guys head back out to go on offense. Previous series, definitely a focal point. 3 catches, the touchdown grab. As a DB, or former DB, is there a number of catches on a drive you're like, oh, he got the best of us?
I'm not sure there's a number, but there's a great feel. And what he did on the last drive, yeah.
Especially with a touchdown.
Yes.
You're never happy.
You're exactly right. The way he capped it off, so you feel that at the sideline, and now you're looking at your buddies and saying, okay, what are we going to do to take things away from him? Because I'm not sure the other guys can make those sort of plays. So let's make sure that we don't let him get going again.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
2nd down and 3.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
101 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Javon Holland coming up to make the stop.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Paul again.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
On 3rd down, here's Hall.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. Those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
A punt of 46, a return of 5. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Third and 9 here. Shotgun now for Rodgers.
Over the middle and complete to Wilson.
And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
So Rodgers will depart, and on is Greg Zuerlein for the Jets field goal.
From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. Zuerlein's kick is up and through.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. Let's see here, Charles. 6 catches, over 100 yards. Call that a pretty good day at the office.
And I love the accumulation, the catches, the yardage. That means he's having a pretty good impact on this ball game and really helping his team out in a big way.
Means he wants the football again, right?
And it's funny because some of these receivers are very vocal about how much they're getting it. Others are quieter, but they still let you know, give me the ball, I'm going to make a play.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa gets this one to Hill. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
Now Tua. Complete. Smith has it.
He'll get it inside the 20.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 12-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Tua going to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you don't have to be super tall to still execute a good fade route. You run a good route, lean away from the defender.
How about a good pass?
There you go. There you go. You got to have that to finish things off, and they got the full combo on that play.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. This is caught. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
Let's get some time, baby.
And quickly, they get to the line. They'll look to throw again.
Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Mostert, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on 1st down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important 3rd down try?
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Durham Smythe from 4 yards out.
And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Jets have got it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on 2nd down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, then you stop that clock.
104 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
They'll run with Hall.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Here's Hall again.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Now Rodgers.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Rodgers going to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Touchdown! From 13 yards out.
And the Jets have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Miami's offense set and ready to go. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Looking to pass. Tua. They complete it to Hill. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Tua to Tyreek for the Miami first.
Now they got to get to the line quickly. Tua now on 1st down.
Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down at will. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 1st down, Tagovailoa.
Right back to Jalen Waddle for another catch.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Jets as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.